Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, April 24th, 2023. And we begin with a brand new gold rush in the Golden State. Treasure hunters can thank California's historically wet winter and the crazy amount of melting snow now rushing down the mountains, loosening shiny secrets from the western slopes of the Sierra Nevada. As one miner told the New York Times, anytime you can stand next to a river and you hear the boulders tumbling, you know the gold is moving too. But those who are hitting a mini motherlode aren't quick to say where. Somewhere north of Los Angeles, south of Seattle, and west of Denver is as specific as you might get. According to a local historian, the original gold rushers of 1849 only discovered 15% of the state's gold, which means 85% is still there for the taking. Want to give it a go? Bring waders and a pan, and that's about it. State law doesn't allow the use of heavy equipment, meaning gold seekers have to search with their hands, just like the miners of 49. Sometime this week, perhaps as early as tomorrow, President Biden is expected to formally announce whether or not he plans to seek a second term. As one person in the know told CNN, he will, and he's doing so now because it's no longer helpful or necessary to not just say the obvious. He's running. Mr. Biden's decision will come via a campaign-style video, which Democrats hope will spark a big fundraising effort to keep their party in the White House. Republicans have other ideas. Former President Trump, former governors Nikki Haley and Asa Hutchinson, and several business people have already thrown their hats in the ring to challenge whichever Democrat gets the nomination. The Oakland A's are headed to Vegas. That's bad news for their hometown and historic for baseball. It's only the second time in 50 years a major league team is changing cities. The A's president announced last week that he's finalized a deal to buy a 49-acre site near the Strip, hopes to break ground by next year and play in the new ballpark by 2027. The move officially ends the reign of Oakland as a sports mecca. The NFL's Raiders ditched the city, also for Vegas in 2020, and a year earlier, the NBA's Warriors moved across the bay to San Francisco. On the baseball front, the only team to move in the past 2 decades was the Montreal Expos, who became the Washington Nationals in 2005. Before that, it was 1972 when the Washington Senators became the Texas Rangers. On average, how much sleep would you say you get every night? Most researchers suggest kids should log between 8 and 10 hours. But what if you only got 2? According to groundbreaking new research, that's all seals squeeze in when they're at sea, and it's a number that could unseat the current record holder, the African elephant, for least shut-eye among mammals. Not only that, the Z's that seals do get come in short naps taken during the downward spiral of a deep dive. UC Santa Cruz researchers made the discovery by fitting 13 seals with a head cap that records brain waves. Scientists believe the sleeping while diving habit allows seals to avoid predators like sharks and killer whales, to which they are most vulnerable when they're floating at the surface. It's the end of an era for a once popular store and its legendary blue coupons. Bed Bath & Beyond is going belly up. It filed for bankruptcy yesterday, and between now and the end of June, it'll close its last 360 Bed Bath stores and 120 Bye Bye Baby locations. According to the New York Times, poor decisions by management led to its demise. But the biggest blunder of all was its slow roll into online shopping. Bed Bath & Beyond will stop accepting coupons on Wednesday, which is when the real going out of business sales begin. Gift cards can be used until May 8th. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz, generously sponsored today by the Garcia family of Fort Worth, Texas, to wish Parker Lee a happy 10th birthday. Parker, your Aunt Lena, Uncle Nick, and Cousin Samantha, Dominic, and Jacob cherish your amazing personality and spirit, are so proud of you, and hope you enjoy your special day. Now, today's quiz. What's behind the new gold rush in California? The raging waters of a historic snowmelt. What announcement is expected from President Biden this week? That he'll run for another term in office. Which baseball team is likely moving to Las Vegas? The Oakland A's. New research suggests seals only sleep how much a day when they're at sea? 2 hours, and most of that while they're diving. In today's Kid News Kicker, a very happy ending for a cat with a gloriously gluttonous body. Patches tipped the scales at 40 pounds. By comparison, most cats weigh 10, and a shelter in Virginia turned to humor to help him find his forever home. On Facebook, Richmond Animal Care and Control posted, "Did you wake up today and say, 'Let's adopt the largest cat anyone's ever seen'?" The shelter then asked interested parties to send them an email with their home information and commit to helping Patches get to a safe and healthy weight. It didn't take long. The shelter soon updated its website to say that Patches had been adopted and was leaving the building. The video showed not one, but 2 workers carrying him out with a caption, "40 pounds of love right there." Thanks again to the Garcia family of Fort Worth, Texas for underwriting today's quiz, and a big shout out to Parker Lee as he turns double digits. And hellos to all of our amazing Kid News teachers, Mrs. Bono and her Bobcats at Louisa County Middle School in Mineral, Virginia, Ms. Kingsford and her Owls at Somerset Oaks in San Antonio, Texas, homeschooling mom Julia Ledesma at the Ledesma School in Dacula, Georgia, to California for Mrs. Stevens and her Eagles at Hurd Barrington in Newman, and Mr. Nunn and Mr. Smith, both at Coronado Middle School in Coronado, where they take ownership, act with integrity, and show respect. Thanks for listening. Our spring fundraising campaign is underway. Please consider making a donation on our website at kidnews.org. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.